Find out. Okay. All right. Welcome everyone on. And then those of you that are listening to the recording, I am super pumped to get this program started. And I know there's been a lot of hype and we've been so excited and we've been waiting a whole entire month, but now we're starting to pick momentum up because holidays are over. So it's time to refocus on you. So we have the calendar, the new calendar that Sean T gave. That's kind of like an abbreviated, shortened week. I'm starting to do those and I'm mixing in some different things. Here's what I want to say. For those of you that haven't been working out or you're just new to a program, here's my recommendation for what to get you started with. I would do Sean week next week. Just my personal thing. And maybe add in the, let me take that back. I don't know what the hell to have you do. I don't want to put you into Insanity Max 30 or something like that and freak you out. So let me come up with a different schedule. How about that? I know the new calendar from him has a lot of the 20, I'm checking it now, sorry, the 10 minutes, the preview workout, then the 10-minute workout, and the 15-minute workout. So maybe we just focus for those because I know I've done the 15-minute one twice and I'm starting to feel more comfortable with the step, right? Many of us are not used to using a step. And I love Sean T and his teaching style. He's not the greatest pre-cuer. So you probably notice like he's in the middle and he's like, oh, we're going to go here now. So like then we can start getting used to kind of his cadence and his teaching style. And for me as an instructor, it's just one of my pet peeves, but I'm going with it. I miss a rep, but you know that all of those exercises are typically 30 to 60 seconds long. So if you miss a few, it's not like you're missing the workout. It's not like a 10 rep set and you're going to be missing out on stuff. So I'm just looking at the calendar for next week. I might just change out one or two actually, because on Monday we do the 2-step workouts, Tuesdays speed T25, then there's Sean week weights, then the Transform workout. I just might take out Insanity Asylum and put something else in there. So I'll keep you posted on the workout schedule. But play with that step. Like get on it. Make sure for me, I have to get new flooring. My little mat is just beat up over the past year. So I'm going to get different flooring and I'm going to measure it out. And I've got to push the TV out because we're going to, and it's me because I record my workouts, as you guys know. So I got to kind of think a little bit more about it. Just make sure you've got room next to you and beside you. And make sure it's flat. So one more tip, if you are working out on a wood floor, I would put some kind of mat underneath that step, like a yoga mat or something, just so it doesn't move as much and it grips. And if you haven't gotten your step out, play with it. There's someone on our team that one of the risers was warped and they're sending her a new one. So just check your risers, make sure everything clicks in. They will replace it if something is wrong, so don't hesitate to let me know and I'll get you the customer service phone number. But the workouts, I don't want to say they're the easy part, but they are the easy part. We're being told exactly what to do, how to do it, how long to do it, and you know, it's 20 minutes and it's done. What the hard part is for every single one of us is food and nutrition. And that's what I want to cover today is just walk you through the meal plan. Some of you are brand new to Beachbody On Demand, so I'm just going to show a quick brief overview of Beachbody On Demand where you find everything, and then walk you through the nutrition guide, but it's on Beachbody On Demand, so I'll share it on my screen. If you haven't got your kit yet, don't freak out about it. You can still see everything on Beachbody On Demand, and you have access. I think they turn around in less than 24 hours. You'll have access to Beachbody On Demand. And there's 2 different versions of food planning that you can do. So we'll talk about both. So let me share my screen, walk you through Beachbody On Demand, and then we'll get into the meal plan. Give me a thumbs up if you see Beachbody On Demand, my screen. Can you see it? No?
I do.
You do? Maybe it's a delay. Shay and Shannon, you seeing it? No? But Alyssa, you can.
Yes, I can.
All right. Well, luckily those two know what they're doing. So, oof. Sorry, my chair just broke. So when you come into Beachbody On Demand, you log in using the email and username you created when you checked out and you purchased your package. So you just come in, and then when you first come in, it always defaults up here. Just scroll right down. It'll be in the first spot, and it will be unlocked for you if you've purchased already. And let me just walk you through these things real quick. So the first one, it says get started. This is our sample workout. That is a 20-minute workout that I've been doing. That's what's in the calendar. So take an opportunity to watch that and do that. There's a preview, kind of like just what to expect. Get ready to transform. He's going to be talking about some things. How to modify, and this is really important. And I will do a separate video on this and post it in the group. We can do a split screen modifier. And what that means is you have Sean T in the group doing their thing here. And then on this side, he's using this step, but he's not jumping at all. So on those days you don't feel like jumping or you're just getting started, use the split screen modifier because you can see everything, but you get a full-on view of the modification the whole time. Step safety. And then before you transform, these are the 2 additional workouts that we get and that are on the calendar. So Transform in 10, Transform in 15. Great workouts. They're hard by themselves, but we do put them together to make a 25-minute workout. And then each week, for those of you that did 80-Day Obsession, we had kind of like a behind the scenes with the cast. This is what this is. Meet the cast, transform your life. So every Sunday, I'll ask you to watch those. And this is where Sean is going to dig a little deeper into the mental piece. He's an incredible motivational speaker. He has a book called T is for Transformation. Those of you that have worked with me, you know that I also, while I think the physical happens, you have to change mentally first to let the physical happen. So I'm a huge, huge believer in personal development. I love his book. I think it's a perfect complement to what we're going to be going through with him. So if you're looking for a book, I'd start with that. And Shay, I think you said it was on sale for Amazon for an Audible. So it may be up there. I can text anybody a link to try Audible for free, and you can listen to the whole book for free if you'd like me to do that. It's really cool to see his story and see where he's come from. And he's going to be sharing things with us here that he's never shared through Insanity or Insanity Max, nothing like that. So it's going to be a great way. And you're going to watch the cast. They stay the same throughout. The weights workouts have different ones, but you're going to see their struggles and understand that it's more than just working out for them. So these are all videos. When January 14th hits, I think 2 days before, so that Friday or Saturday, they are going to load the first full weeks of workouts. So we'll have down here probably say week 1. And then each week they'll release each workout out. So we will have them ahead of time. No need to panic. Like, oh my gosh, it's Monday. I'm ready to get started. Where's the workout? It will be here for us. So that's where all the workouts will live under workouts. Here is your program materials. So say you did a digital unlock or you don't have your kit. You can find every single one of these here. The only thing that's not on the let me make sure I'm saying that correctly. Oh, it is here. Okay. The tracker, but it's not as pretty and easy to bind on or write on. So just an overview. There's a getting started guide. It's a quick how-to. Here is the wall calendar guide. You chatting me, Shay? Perfect. T is for Trans just came out in paperback, and you get it from Amazon for $11. Perfect. That's a steal, actually. Here is the workout calendar for those of us. That's the mess behind me that I just talked. We have this bad boy, and it is dry erase, and it became the dry erase marker, which I think my kids already took. So that's awesome. I'll have to bring one home from work. But each day we will mark off our workout, and we will also, there are things called transformers in every single workout. There's 3 of them. They're a minute long. It's really hard to keep count of them, I'm telling you now. So start practicing with the with the preview workouts. And we write down each one. It's going to be the same transformer through each of these workouts. So like Monday is always going to be burn. It'll be the same transformer. And we want to keep track to say, okay, I did 20 the first time. Week 2, I was able to do 30. So by the end, we should be able to do more and sustain longer. So that's a cool way to keep, you can X out the day when you're done. And what's cool about this, we've never had dry erase. You'd have to throw it away. And here's a weird tip about me. I don't like writing on things when they're like super fresh and clean like this. So I would never even write on the paper calendar, so I didn't want to ruin them. So this is a challenge for me to actually write on this thing and keep it clean. But then when you're done, you can wipe it off. So that's fun. I'm going to hang it up and put it right where I'm working out, just so I can see it. And on the days I don't want to do it, I'm like, there's your calendar staring in your face. So they're all here too. So if you wanted to print them out, all these are printable as well. Let me show you the nutrition plan. You have it as a hard copy here, but it's also electronic. And Alyssa, maybe as your husband travels, you know, he can always refer to this, or, you know, you could print out certain pages for him too. So it's always a good backup to have. And while that's loading, now here's something different about Transform 20 that has never been done with a workout program that we have. You have some options when it comes to your meal plan. He's not saying, like, for example, when we did 80-day obsession, it was containers and time nutrition. And that's what she really recommended to maximize the results. Sean is saying, if you've got a meal plan you love and it's working, that's the key, working, stick with it. If you're struggling and you need structure, like defined structure, use the containers, which I will talk about. If you've been doing the 2B mindset, which is another nutritional program through Beachbody, and you love that and you don't get stressed out or have anxiety over measuring or, you know, figuring out exactly what you use 2B mindset. He just actually did a live Q&A with Alana, the developer of 2B Mindset, over on Instagram yesterday. So you could always go check that out. For me personally, and just being honest, I tried 2B Mindset and it's too relaxed for me. I need something that says you're going to eat this amount of food in this color container and this is how many you have to have. That's just, it's just me, and that works for me. So I use the containers, but everybody, you try what works for you, and if it doesn't work, we always change it. It doesn't mean you have to stick with the one thing every time. So you can read through this, you know, and I encourage you to read this entire book. Read everything we get because it's got all the information we have. So, but an overview here. The meal plan is so easy to figure out if you're going to do containers. We don't have any crazy formulas to follow. We just do it based on weight range. And you can see there is a difference between women and men. Very important. Men just naturally need more calories than women. It's just the way their body is made up. It's not a lot, but so their plans are a little bit different here. So we'll see. I'll just take my plan. I'm plan A. That if you look at the weight, 168 pounds or less. Let me explain to you what these mean. And here's another thing. If you don't have containers, so this package did not come with containers. If you're brand new to Beachbody, you can get containers, and I'm going to tell you to do it on Amazon and not through me. And here's why I'm telling you not to do it through me. You're going to save money on shipping. Just being honest with you. I think I found a set today that was like $8, and then you do Amazon Prime and it's like $10. The shipping through Beachbody is a little bit more expensive. They're comparatively priced. It's just the shipping cost is too much. But you don't even have to have containers. I will post the equivalents in cups. All they are is basically cup sizes. So I'll post that too, and you can measure it out using those cups. But here we go. So each container color represents a food group. And I know right now it seems a little confusing, but you will eventually start speaking in, oh, I get 3 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds. Like, it just becomes our language. Shay and I have been doing it for a long time, and it's just our language. So say your meal plan A. You get 3. So the number there means that's how many servings of that container you get. So you get 3 vegetable servings. So purples are fruit, that's 2. Proteins, you get 4. Carbs, yellow is 2. Healthy fats, 1. Seeds and dressings, 1. Oils and nut butters, 2. And they're like in a teaspoon. Now you're probably like, oh my God, but what are those foods? We're going to take care of that for you. I'll show you on the next pages. But that's how many servings of everything you get in a day. And if you have the containers or you're getting the containers for the first time, you're going to panic because like the green is like the biggest one is like this and it's a cup. And you're going to think, I'm going to be starving. How in the hell does she expect me not to eat any food? I'm going to tell you, by the end of week 1, you're going to say, Marcy, I'm having trouble getting all of my containers in because it's so much food. And that's really important because we need to eat all of this food to lose weight. Many times we think, and we've been programmed like this, ladies, and it's just the way it is, eat less and the weight just drops off. So it's calories in versus calories out, but the calories in have got to be good calories that your body can turn into fuel and energy. If you're just not eating to not eat, you have no energy to expend in these workouts. And they're 20 minutes. They do not stop. You need energy, right? I mean, I know we've all done it. I mean, college, I did the pills. I would eat 1 meal a day. You know, it was that stupid mindset of, oh, if I just don't eat, I'll be fine. I'll lose all the weight. But I had no energy. I hated life, right? Now I eat all the good food and I have energy and I feel good and weight comes off and inches come off. So it's a mindset shift. It really is. Like, you got to eat the food and you will lose the weight because your body doesn't get what it needs. So then let me position it this way. You don't eat, and I use this analogy from a horse rescue that I work with. When you don't eat anything all day and then you eat, you're so hungry, and we've done it, you go at McDonald's and get a hamburger or even a good place with a hamburger. Your body takes all that food and it holds on to every single bit of it because it thinks it's not going to eat again ever. You're in starvation mode. So rather than breaking up that food and bringing the protein and putting it to the muscle, taking the healthy fat, putting it to the brain, it stores it all as fat, right? And fat is really hard to get rid of. But your body, that's its natural reaction, is to bring it in when it doesn't eat regularly and store it as fat because it doesn't know when its next meal is going to come. And you probably feel like crap after you eat that, right? Because you've gotten all this sugar, you've gotten all these carbs, and you've got all this crap, and now your body's not releasing it and pushing it to where it's supposed to be. So you just feel bad. So keep that in mind. I'll get off my high horse now. All right. But down here, it talks about the 2B mindset. Like, if you're good with it and you love it, use it. Don't feel like you have to change. And you have your health, you have all those 2B mindset videos, if you've purchased that, in your nutrition tab of Beachbody On Demand. Here is just talking about Shakeology. And I always recommend drinking Shakeology every single day. I've been drinking it every day for 4 years. And I was never a shake believer. Trust me, I put off drinking it for 2 years. And once I started to do it, I just have never felt better. I have energy. My hair has grown, my nails got better, my digestive system is way better. I'm not sick nearly as much as I used to be, even with toddlers. I get sick maybe once or twice a year, a big one, but I'm not really sick all the time because it's giving me all those vitamins and nutrients I don't get from food. And here's something to remember. It does count. 1 scoop counts as 1 protein or 1 red container for every day. So you're already taking care of 1 in your shake. And then these are a new thing that we introduced, what was it, last year? The beach bars, to die for. To die for. I have some, and I use them in a pinch. If I know I'm going to be out on the road or, we're traveling and I don't want to eat the crap, I eat these. And here's the breakdown. It's a half red, half yellow, and a teaspoon. All clean compared to RX bars and all that. They beat them every time. And they're delicious. They don't taste like crap. I promise you I wouldn't eat them. And Wyatt devours the peanut butter chocolate. I have to hide them from him. Okay. On the left side, it talks about the Beachbody Performance line. Just really quickly, I use all of them. I use the pre-workout because I die without it. I have 2 kids that don't sleep. I'm going to introduce Hydrate. I have some. Because it's 20 minutes, I'm going to use it just to help keep me going. Recover is the post-workout, which keeps me from not being so sore I can't walk the next day. And it tastes like chocolate milk, so you're getting a treat for working out. Recharge, I only use Recharge on the days that I double. And the only reason I double is because I teach classes at the gym. But what this is an overnight recovery. It's just coming in, and for me, it helps me sleep. So if I've not been able to sleep really well, I will use that too. I do not use creatine, so I lied. I just haven't introduced it yet. All right, quickly here. These are all your food lists. I'm going to give you a 1-page cheat sheet that I recommend you print out and put on your fridge. It just makes life so much easier. So it breaks it down, veggies, the fruits, and something to keep in mind with fruits, cut them up, shove them in the container. If the lid fits, that counts as 1 serving. So for fruit, I cut them up really small and I shove them in. For chicken, I shred it up really small and I shove it in. So as long as it fits and you can close the container, that's a serving. Something to be aware of, though, when we get down to fats and nuts and things, that's where we got to count some stuff out. But proteins, here are some good ones, and Shakeology counts as 1, and you'll find it here. Carbs, just an explanation on the carb side. Sometimes you see foods classified as a protein, sometimes you see it as a carb. Like sometimes people say edamame is protein, here it's a carb, whatever. I love edamame, so I eat it. I just measure it out. But there is a difference between the top of the list and the bottom of the list. So you'll see on the carbs list, it says sweet potato at the top. At the bottom, that's where you start seeing your bagels and tortillas and rice cakes. So as you're going through this list, yes, you can have the tortilla and the English muffins and stuff, but a better choice for you in terms of nutritional makeup and what your body can use it for, stick to the top third of the list. Not saying they're bad for you down below, but these are better, and your body is able to take that sugar and the starches that come out of those carbs and transform them into energy and glycogen so your muscles can work. So just keep that in mind. But they're not bad. You're not failing the meal plan by eating bread. I have a piece of whole grain bread as my post-workout meal. It's just, it is what it is. It's on the list. I can have it. It's 1. I'm good. So that's that. And here on the healthy fats, here's where your nuts come in. You could put a whole crap load of those in that little blue container, so you got to count those out. So keep that in mind. My healthy fat of choice is hummus. And just an FYI, if you have a Costco, I found individual serve hummuses. It's just a classic hummus, but it's a perfect portion, and it's got a little sealable lid, so you can just take it with you. Because I used to fill my blue container, but it's $5, and I think it's like 25 or 30 of them. So compared to buying the thing of hummus and scooping it out, it worked out better for me. So if you have Costco, check that out. And Costco has a lot of clean food. They really are introducing clean foods and organics and stuff with just like not a lot of crap in them. So don't forget to look there. Nut butters, just be careful with your peanut butter. I go overboard. Just be careful. Okay, here's one that people get tripped up on Shakeology. It's changed since we first did 21-day fix. So when you're making your Shakeology, here's the key. Your first one is going to be horrendous if you've never drank it. I'm just being completely honest with you. It's going to taste like crap because you haven't figured out the recipe you love yet. The key is putting enough liquid in it, and if you need to, add more liquid and keep blending. And blend well. Blend that bad boy. So for me, I'll tell you how I make mine. I use vegan chocolate. I use 8 ounces of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I then put a 1/4 cup of water in it. I put 6 ice cubes, a scoop of powdered peanut butter, half a banana. That gives me the consistency that I like. I like it thin, so that makes it like a little bit more thinner. And it really does, depending on how I mix it that day, makes a good like 24 to 28 ounces. So it's big. So just know that. But here's the container counts. So if you're using, and this is using it as a base, if you're using milk, that's going to count towards your yellow. Use the almond milk so you can get another yellow. Don't screw yourself on having to use it for this, right? Like, get over it. Almond milk doesn't taste that bad. I don't drink straight almond milk, but I use it in my shakes. The almond milk is 1 teaspoon, which I'm fine with giving up a teaspoon. Soy is a half a red, and so on and so forth. But keep that in mind as you go, and don't go crazy on it. Use the almond milk. And Costco actually has a box of 8 of them for like $8, something like that. Yeah. So when you look through here, there are sample day meal plans that we have. So this is giving you just ideas of ways to make your foods for the day. And what I encourage you to do is use this, but then at the start of each week, map out, like honestly map out what you're going to eat. And I'll do another video this weekend on meal prep, but map it out. It doesn't have to be 100%, but at least know you're going to have your shake every day. Count the containers for that. At least know what your breakfast is going to be, or maybe it's your shake. Know what your snacks are, and then maybe have a general idea of dinner. I know sometimes things come up and you're like, oh crap, I can't make the dinner I wanted to make or whatever it is, but have an idea. And my number one tip for every single person is to keep it really simple in the first 2 weeks. Like legitimately eat the same foods if you can for the first 2 weeks, just to get yourself in a rhythm. Then after that, we can start exploring. The Fix8 Cooking Show has hundreds of recipes that you can go and start exploring with. There's crock pots, there's casseroles, there's desserts, but just keep it basic for the first 2 weeks. And Shannon's done 2B Mindset, so I may have you share some recipes in the group if you don't mind that you do and how you followed that. Shay and I are container people, so we'll share out kind of what kind of our sample menus are. I eat the same foods over and over again. I have as always as a kid, but it works for me. Dinner is different throughout the week, but I prepare as much of it as I can on the weekend, and I let it go because I don't have time to be making all kinds of stuff every day. So just keep that in mind. There are great ideas here. And in the book, I'm not going to scroll through all of them here, but things they have listed here, they have the recipes here. So cauliflower mash, there's steak, there's simple sweet potato hash, like veggie scramble, vegetarian chilies. So there's a ton of stuff in here. Tacos, grilled fish tacos. Excuse me, that you can look to. And You just go to Pinterest and put 21-day fix approved, because that's where these containers come from. Recipes, chicken recipes, tacos, you will find thousands of recipes. So keep that in mind too. I think that's all in the meal plan. Oh, coffee people. I know you're there. I don't drink coffee, but I'm going to tell you the best thing you should start doing is start getting rid of the crap and trying to go as plain of coffee as you can. There is a page in the book that talks about it specifically. I don't know if you can see that, my light's reflecting, but it's in this PDF and it's in the book. You can have 8 ounces of coffee. Not a big deal. It's when you start adding the creamers and the artificial sweeteners and the syrups, and that's where you get in trouble. So it's saying, like, use cinnamon, lemon, pumpkin spice, or in moderation, milk, cream, stevia. So just be cautious of that because it does add up. And then also, water is your best friend. I'm going to challenge you to drink half your body weight in water every single day. But you can mix in things like fruits and herbs and vegetable, or like cucumbers and stuff like that. So if you get tired of it, you have ways to spruce it up. And everything's in here. And last thing, the performance line, if you're using it, does not count as a container, especially the Recover. You would think, okay, that's a protein because it's a lot. Because you're using it for the sole purpose of replenishing your body after a workout, it does not count as a container. Okay, so don't worry about mapping out your containers there. Let me stop my screen share. I can't remember how to do it. Stop share. Wow, I'm losing it. Last thing, just a reminder, read through the tracker, right? We have this cool thing that Sean put together. What I love about it, every single day, it's hard to see. My ring light is in the way. Has the date, your weight. I don't know on a scale, so I'll leave that blank. How I feel, and that's important. And why I say that's important, you're gonna, like we said, we're gonna work your mind and we're gonna work your body. I feel anxious. I feel depressed. I feel great. I feel happy. You're gonna start to notice a pattern. Maybe there's certain things that are happening in your life where you're seeing anxious or depressed, and be honest with yourself. No one else is reading this. And then you and I can talk and we can say, okay, when this maybe says depressed or anxious or stressed, how's the food looking? Are you using food to make this better? Because that's an honest to God real thing. I mean, emotional eating is a huge thing that so many of us deal with. And once you start recognizing what this is causing this, that's how you get control of it. So be honest with yourself, and then don't hesitate to talk to me, because I can give you some tips and some things that we can do to kind of work you through it. But you track all your food, you tally your portions, what you had for Shakeology. What I love at the bottom is I laughed. I laughed a lot, a little. I'll laugh more tomorrow. It's so important to have fun and laugh even on the worst days. So keep track of that. And sleep. So important. If you don't sleep, you don't have energy to work out. And then there's a Sean formation. The stronger you get, the better you feel. It's different every day. And I love some things like daily challenges and how did I conquer them. So you can write out how you're feeling for the day. Use it kind of as a diary. But then at the end of the 6 weeks, I bet you're going to notice a difference from week 1 to week 6 on how you're feeling, how you're laughing. The weight will be changing, all these things. So use it. Have fun with it. I'm going to write mine. Yay! But that's it. And it's meant to be fun. If the meal plan stresses you out, talk to me. Let me know. It's not here to be strict. It's not here to kill you. It's not here to make you feel like you're failing. It's just a guide to get you there. And being open, and you guys have all decided to do this, so I know that you're open to change, but as open as you can be. Don't tell me, I hear it all the time, I eat really good. I'm good. Okay, well, you just told me you gained 20 pounds. You said you were eating good. How does that happen? Right? It's not that you were doing the workouts and eating right. So just allow this next 6 weeks to be a chance of fully embracing the progress. Will you cry during the workout? Probably. Shaun T broke me down and with 500 other people. Will you feel angry? Yeah, because you mess up or you miss a step or you just can't get a move. So what? Move on. The next week when we revisit similar moves, you'll get it. Will you feel vulnerable like everybody's watching me? Probably. Who cares? They're just watching you. They're not doing it with you. And just being open to just having your insides broken down only to rebuild. Because you cannot rebuild unless you open the doors and let everything just come out. It has to happen. And for me, physical activity is the best way to get that out. So that's it. That's all I have to say. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. I appreciate you choosing me as your coach or one of the beautiful coaches on my team that are in here with me, choosing us and going on this journey with us. Because we promise you, we are not going to let you fail. That's one thing I say. I will never let you fail. I will be on your ass until you tell me to leave you the hell alone. And then I say, I did everything I could do. So I will be here for you 100% of the time, all the time. And you just have to ask when you're stuck. I can't read everybody's mind. So if you're stuck, ask. Post in the group and in the tracker. Tell us what you're doing and what you're experiencing because you're not alone. We've all been through everything that you have been through, and it's a fun journey to do it together. And with that, do you guys have any questions? Those of you online? No? Okay. I know it's a lot of information, so read this, read your Getting Started manual, and I will post the workout schedule again. If you're starting this week and you just got your kit, go ahead and start with Shaun Week. It is in Beachbody On Demand. You go down to all programs, scroll down, or you can sort it by trainer and choose Shaun T. It's a great introduction to Shaun T. It's a great opportunity just to get moving with no step. Or just go ahead and do the 10-minute workout, the 20-minute workout, the 15, and follow, if you're on social media, follow Shaun on Facebook, and if you're on Instagram, follow him there. He is just doing free workouts. He is they've never done this, and I think he's just kind of going rogue. He's just is like, hell, I'm going to work out, so I'm going to go live, and I'm going to share a workout from week 4. So today last night he shared the additional 6 strength workouts. He shared pieces of 3 different ones. So we got to see, okay, what do the weights look like? And how do we want to incorporate those in? So follow him on social media because he's giving us a bunch of free stuff. And if you're a coach, you have access to the coach test group with Shaun. So if you did not get your email when you got your accessory bundle, make sure you go back and check your email. And if not, message me and I can give you, tell you how to find it to get accepted into that. If you want to be part of that coach test group, we can get you signed up as coach. Super easy. You get a 25% discount. Never had to sell. I'm just going to say that. But you can be in a coach test group with him too. So that's it. Thank you for taking your time. I did it faster than I usually do, which is super exciting. Ask me questions. All right. Thank you all. I hope you have a good night. Get some rest. Work out tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Melissa. See you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.